Hey there, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin enthusiasts who love uncovering hidden treasures from around the world. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we have in store today. Now, let's talk about something truly fascinating, a coin that's been quietly sitting in collections, tucked away in drawers, wallets, and old coin albums. I'm talking about the 5 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in 2002. You might think it's just another coin, something you pass by at the market or in your change. But let me tell you, it's far more than that. This coin carries with it a story, a history, and a potential that will make any collector's heart race. Think about it. Coins are more than metal. They are snapshots of a country's culture, its history, and its pride. The 5 Rand coin from 2002 is no exception. On one side, it carries the image of the national emblem, an icon that represents South Africa's unity and resilience. On the other side, you'll find the springbok, a symbol of elegance, agility, and national pride. Every detail, from the curves of the antelope to the inscriptions around the edges, tells a story that has traveled across decades. But beyond the artistry and history, there's an intriguing element that you can't overlook: its rarity. While millions of coins were minted, finding one in pristine condition, with sharp edges, no scratches, and perfect luster, is becoming increasingly difficult. Time doesn't stop, and neither does wear and tear. Those coins that have survived, untouched by hands or elements, are now like tiny time capsules. And every collector knows, time capsules like these can hold surprising value. Now, I want you to imagine yourself holding that coin. Feel the weight in your hand, the cool metal against your fingers, every line and detail etched into it over 20 years ago. You are not just holding currency. You are holding a piece of history, a tangible connection to a moment in time. And here's the exciting part. History has a way of rewarding those who recognize its value. Many people overlook coins from the early 2000s, thinking they're too modern to be rare or collectible. But that's exactly what makes the 5 Rand 2002 so fascinating. It's not ancient, so it's approachable and recognizable, but it's old enough to have stories, secrets, and potential value hidden in its shine. Collectors around the globe are starting to pay attention, especially those who know that coins like these often become the crown jewels of collections. You might be thinking, sure, it's interesting, but what makes this coin really special? Well, it's a combination of design, rarity, and timing. South Africa in 2002 was a nation embracing change and looking forward to the future. The coins from that era are more than just money. They are symbols of a country stepping confidently into a new chapter. And coins, unlike paper money, don't get printed endlessly. There's a physical limit. A finite number of these coins exist today, and that scarcity is exactly what collectors crave. But here's another angle. Coins are investments in their own right. Not in the conventional sense of stocks and bonds, but in the sense that tangible assets, especially rare coins, hold intrinsic and often growing value. A coin like the 5 Rand from 2002 can be a conversation starter, a prized possession in a collection, and yes, a surprising financial asset if you're lucky enough to have one in top condition. And the story gets even better. Imagine if you've had one of these coins tucked away for years, not thinking much of it. Maybe it was given to you as a gift, found in a drawer, or inherited from a family member. You've been holding on to history without even realizing it. This is the moment when curiosity meets opportunity. The moment when a small, seemingly ordinary object can suddenly feel extraordinary. Now, I want you to picture yourself showing this coin to a friend or a fellow collector. The admiration, the awe, the genuine interest in something that most people would overlook. You'll see their eyes widen when they learn about its rarity and history, and you'll feel a deep sense of satisfaction knowing you own something special. Because let's be honest, in a world where so much feels mass-produced, there's something deeply rewarding about holding a piece of history that is unique, tangible, and undeniably valuable. Here's the thing about collecting coins. It's not just about monetary value. It's about the thrill of discovery, the joy of understanding the story behind each piece, and the pride of owning something that connects you to the past. And when it comes to the 5 Rand 2002, there's a powerful combination of all these elements: the story, the craftsmanship, and the potential value. Collectors of all ages are discovering the hidden potential of coins from this era. Those who act now, who pay attention to the small details, who understand the significance of scarcity and preservation, are the ones who reap the greatest rewards. It's a game of patience, knowledge, and foresight. And there's something deeply satisfying about playing that game successfully. So, for those of you who have coins from South Africa's early 2000s, especially the 5 Rand from 2002, it's time to take a closer look. Examine the details, check the condition, and appreciate the history embedded in every line. You may be sitting on a treasure that's more than just sentimental. It could very well be a financial marvel. And here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The value of this coin, in perfect condition, has reached levels that most people would never expect. Collectors who understand its rarity and history recognize it as a true gem. In fact, a pristine 5 Rand 2002 coin has been estimated to reach a value of up to $21 million in the rarest cases. Yes, you heard that right, $21 million. A coin that started as everyday currency has transformed into a coveted collector's masterpiece, commanding attention and admiration from enthusiasts around the world. So remember, this isn't just a coin. It's history, art, and potential wealth all in one. And if you've been holding on to one, it might be time to give it a closer look. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Hidden treasures, rare collectibles, and fascinating history you won't find anywhere else. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and always stay curious, because you never know when something ordinary might turn into something extraordinary. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss the rarest finds that could change your life. Today, I want to take you on a journey back to 1998, a year that holds more than just memories. It holds a secret treasure right in your pocket. I'm talking about a coin, one that many might overlook, but one that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. This isn't just any coin. This is the South African 5 Rand from 1998. And believe me, what I'm about to reveal might just surprise you. Now, for those of us who grew up in the days when coins weren't just currency, but pieces of history, this coin tells a story. The 5 Rand was introduced as part of South Africa's post-apartheid currency update, a time when the country was reinventing itself. The coins were minted with care, not just to serve as money, but to commemorate a new era. The 1998 edition was part of a series that captured the essence of South Africa's wildlife, heritage, and identity. The design is simple yet powerful, featuring a springbok on the reverse, a symbol of resilience and grace, and the South African coat of arms on the obverse, representing unity, pride, and strength. For anyone who appreciates the symbolism behind coins, this one is a masterpiece. Think about it. Most of us have a drawer or a jar somewhere filled with coins we collected over the years. Some might even have this exact coin, tossed in amongst the others without a second thought. Yet, this small piece of metal carries a story and potential that could be life-changing. Coins like this weren't just everyday currency. They were a snapshot of history, frozen in metal. When you hold a coin from 1998, you're holding a piece of the past, a reflection of a time that shaped the country and, in many ways, shaped the world we live in today. Now, let's talk about the details that make this coin special. The 5 Rand from 1998 is made from a bimetallic composition, which means it has two distinct metals that give it a unique look and feel. The inner core is nickel-plated copper, while the outer ring is a bronze-aluminum alloy. That combination not only makes it visually striking, but also gives it a weight and texture that sets it apart from everyday coins. If you've ever held one in your hand, you'll know exactly what I mean. It has a presence, a solidity that demands attention. Collectors and enthusiasts often look for coins that have maintained their original luster and sharpness. While most coins in circulation show wear and tear, those that have been carefully preserved over the years are incredibly rare. A coin from 1998 in near-perfect condition is not just a coin. It's a collector's dream. People who understand coins know that rarity, condition, and historical significance combine to create immense value. The 5 Rand from 1998 ticks all of these boxes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just a coin, why should I care? Well, let me put it this way. History has shown us time and time again that ordinary objects can become extraordinary. Coins, especially those that are limited, rare, or from pivotal years, can fetch sums of money that most people would never expect. And the 1998 South African 5 Rand is one of those hidden treasures. It may sit quietly in your collection, or even in your pocket right now, but its potential is staggering. There's also something deeply satisfying about owning a piece of history. For men in the 55 to 65 age range, many of us grew up in times of change, times when every generation had its unique challenges and victories. A coin like this connects us to those moments, to the memories of holding a shiny piece of currency as a boy, or feeling proud of the little treasures we kept as we grew up. It's nostalgia, pride, and opportunity rolled into one small, powerful object. Collectors often say that the hunt is half the thrill. Finding a coin in excellent condition, knowing that very few others exist like it, gives a sense of achievement that's hard to describe. And when it comes to the 1998 5 Rand, the hunt is still very much alive. You never know which drawer, which collection, or which forgotten wallet might be hiding this gem. Imagine the excitement of discovering that coin and realizing its significance before anyone else does. That feeling is why collectors are so passionate about coins, and why this particular coin is more than just metal. It's a key to something much bigger. For those who like to think about investment, the story gets even more intriguing. Coins like the 1998 5 Rand aren't just nostalgic, they're appreciating assets. As time goes by, fewer coins remain in pristine condition. People who recognize their value early on are often the ones who reap the rewards. Historical coins have a way of growing in value quietly, steadily, sometimes unexpectedly. And the South African 5 Rand from 1998 is one of those quiet performers. Its combination of rarity, historical significance, and unique design makes it a sought-after item in the collector's world. So, whether you're a seasoned collector, a history enthusiast, or just someone who enjoys discovering hidden treasures, the 1998 South African 5 Rand is a coin worth knowing about. It represents more than currency. It represents a period in history, craftsmanship, and a potential opportunity that could be life-changing for anyone lucky enough to own one. And for those of us who grew up appreciating coins, it's a reminder that sometimes the smallest objects hold the greatest stories. Now, I promised you a reveal. The coin we've been talking about, the 1998 South African 5 Rand, in excellent condition and properly preserved, can actually be worth up to $3 million. Yes, $3 million. That's not a typo. This small, seemingly ordinary coin carries immense historical and collector value, turning a simple piece of metal into a true treasure. For anyone who might have one tucked away, it's not just a memory. It's a potential fortune waiting to be claimed. So, remember, the next time you see an old coin in your collection, don't just pass it by. You could be holding a story, a piece of history, and maybe even a treasure worth millions. And if you enjoyed this journey through time and treasure, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more hidden gems, rare finds, and life-changing stories from the world of collectibles. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what we're about to uncover. It could change the way you see the coins sitting in your collection right now. Yes, the very coins you may have overlooked for years could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today, I want to take you on a journey. Not just any journey, but a journey into the world of rare, valuable coins from South Africa. I know many of you have spent decades collecting coins, holding on to them not just for their monetary value, but for the stories they tell, the history they carry, and the pride of having them in your hands. And if you're like most collectors in this age group, you appreciate coins not just as metal discs, but as pieces of legacy. Now, imagine a coin that may have been sitting quietly in your drawer, or even in an old collection case, with barely a second glance. A coin that, at first, might have seemed ordinary, a 5 Rand coin from 1996. To most people, that's just another coin. But I'm going to show you why this particular coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, why enthusiasts are willing to pay incredible sums for it, and why, if you have one, it might just be one of the most valuable items you own. Let's start with what makes this coin special. You see, the 1996 South African 5 Rand coin isn't just a piece of currency. It represents a pivotal moment in South Africa's history. The country had just emerged from decades of transformation, and this coin carries the symbolism of a nation stepping into a new era. Every detail etched into its surface was crafted with precision. Every line, every symbol, and every mark tells a story. Collectors aren't just buying metal. They're buying history, they're buying rarity, and they're buying prestige. Now, here's something fascinating about coins like this one. Condition is everything. The sharpness of the design, the clarity of the details, the shine of the metal, these factors drastically affect its value. A coin that has been carefully stored, never handled without gloves, and kept in pristine condition can command a price that seems almost unbelievable. On the other hand, a coin that shows scratches, discoloration, or may not reach the same heights, no matter how rare it is. That's why collectors often stress condition first and treat coins like treasures. But rarity alone isn't the only driver of value. There's a certain mystique around coins from this period in South Africa. Only a limited number of 5 Rand coins were produced with certain mint marks or in particular batches. And those batches, sometimes with only a few thousand ever struck, are what collectors hunt for relentlessly. The thrill of finding one in circulation or discovering one hidden in an old collection is almost like striking gold. That I've spoken with seasoned collectors who spend hours examining the smallest details, the thickness of the lettering, the placement of the mint mark, even subtle variations in the design. These nuances may seem trivial to someone unfamiliar with numismatics, but for collectors, they're the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth thousands. This is why the 1996 South African 5 Rand coin has become such a legendary piece among enthusiasts. Now, let me tell you something interesting. Coins like this are more than just investments. They're conversation starters. Imagine showing this coin to a friend or family member and telling them about its journey, from the mint in South Africa to your hands. Imagine the look of amazement when they realize the coin in your pocket or drawer could be worth far more than they expected. There's a sense of pride that comes with owning something rare, something that has stood the test of time, something that tells a story. And here's a little secret. The market for rare coins is growing every year. Collectors, investors, and even museums are constantly on the lookout for unique pieces, and South African coins from the 1990s have begun to attract international attention. The reason is simple. Coins like this are tangible, portable pieces of history, and in a world where so much is digital, owning something physical, something with weight and texture, carries a certain power. That I want you to imagine the excitement of uncovering a coin that you thought was ordinary, only to realize that it's a true collector's gem. That's exactly what the 5 Rand coin from 1996 represents. It's a story of discovery, of hidden value, and of historical significance. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, is it really worth the hype? Could a coin from 1996 really hold such incredible value? Let me be clear, this isn't just hype. The coin market has proven time and time again that rare coins, especially those in excellent condition, can reach astronomical sums. And for the 5 Rand 1996 coin, the right specimen, in mint condition, has been known to attract attention from collectors willing to pay mind-blowing prices. This is where the magic happens. That quiet little coin in your collection suddenly becomes a golden ticket, a symbol of foresight, patience, and the joy of collecting. The moment you realize its true value is exhilarating, like finding treasure hidden in plain sight. Collectors and enthusiasts have been known to travel across continents just for the chance to own a coin like this. And why? Because it's not just a coin. It's a piece of history, a conversation starter, and, for some, a life-changing discovery. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the reveal. If you've been holding your breath, wondering about the value of the 5 Rand 1996 South African coin, here's the astonishing truth. Certain rare specimens of this coin, especially those in pristine condition with the correct mint marks, have reached valuations as high as $6 million in private collector markets. Yes, you heard that right. $6 million. A single coin from 1996, carefully preserved, can command a price that most people can only dream of. So, if you happen to have one of these coins, don't overlook it. It's more than just a piece of metal. It's a story, a legacy, and, potentially, a fortune. And for those of you who are collectors, enthusiasts, or even just curious about rare coins, this is a reminder of why we keep searching, examining, and valuing these incredible pieces of history. Remember, this isn't just about money. It's about the thrill of discovery, the joy of owning something rare, and the pride of preserving history. And it all starts with one small coin, a 5 Rand coin from 1996 that, in the right hands, tells a story worth millions.